Hi everybody, again it's Joe Vosper from 10 Billion States here. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry I haven't been here for a while. I've boycotted, but I'm coming back because I basically need to get a get a get my circulation up again. And well, the idea of it is I'm trying to get more people off YouTube, so I've got to come back to YouTube to tell everybody why I want everybody off YouTube. And that's basically the idea of this video. But I want to say something about it right at the start, which is I want YouTube back. Uh, Basically, Google bought YouTube out, and they had no right to because YouTube doesn't own YouTube. What's YouTube besides what we own of it, which is all of our videos, all of our content? Besides that, there's just well, a loader, basically a video loader and an algorithm which they don't ever use, not for what we want it for. And it's been getting worse and worse over the years. So now when I go on YouTube, I find that it's lost all of my settings. All the investment I've made with my time over years and years, liking this, following that, and, trying to form good net habits is all being wasted because obviously they're sellouts. And Google's even worse. So I want YouTube back, and I want your ideas about that. How are we going to actually get YouTube back? Because it is ours. It's not theirs to sell, and they sold it. So that's the first thing. But it's not the only thing. I want a lot of my money back because I've been smoking for most of my life, and I've been paying tax on this. Now, I had to go out this morning, 8 or 9 o'clock, and pick up dog ends. I stopped signing on about a month and a half ago. So for the last 10 days, I've had nothing. I'm going to soup runs, I'm going to food banks, and I'm picking up tobacco off the street. I haven't had a drink. Well, I think I've had half a bottle of cider this week. I haven't been sober in 30 years, so this isn't comfortable. And all of our tax money's been going on this. Well, it was fun tax, it was health tax, but what's the health service done for us lately, other than try and kill us? So, I mean, that's a lot of money I consider we're now owed, and we need to do some kind of class action on that. And I want to know who else thinks so, who else wants to do something about it. And then there's data. Well, all of the data is ours. Where's the benefit from it? Where's all the receipts? I mean, if you use my data, I want money for that. It's obvious, isn't it? So if you're using data, if you've got access to big data, if you've got the algorithms, the tools for the algorithms, the tools to exploit big data, then, where's mine? Where's my bit? where's all the money you owe me? This is something we've got to address. And then there's health. Health itself, we've been paying a lot for the NHS. So when it comes down to it, what's left of all the money we pay in tax, whether it's through purchasing alcohol, or whether it's direct tax off our paychecks if we work. I don't work. I don't tend to work. There's nothing out there left that hasn't been basically forced out of existence or forced into mergers that I trust. There's nothing left but big players and monopolies, and we don't want any of them. They're all actively working against us. So in the end, they've monopolized everything, and they owe us a fortune. And it's time we went after it. So what can we do about this? Well, there is a class action lawsuit. That's not something I know about, but I will follow if anybody's interested in starting anything like that. But in the meantime, what we can do is invest internally, and we can do things like this. Again, this is the exit countdown. This is this month's big idea that I'm trying to push. And it's a very simple idea. If you're going to boycott anything, somebody's ripping you off and you've had enough, let us know you're going to leave and when you're going to leave. And we can campaign for you and try to, in the first place, find you an alternative. And in the second place, find you some kind of compensation. Keep you going while you're struggling. And a lot of people are going to leave. They're going to leave their bank. They're going to leave their supermarket. They're going to leave their job. Finally, they're going to leave their government. And that's the final aim of 10 billion states. Okay, so to the business of starting our own thing. We've got to gradually take over every aspect of our business life, and we've got to stop paying people who are our enemies and have proven it. Now, this means gradually taking down every part of the government. That means the law, that means the health system, that means the utilities, that means the education system. Made a small contribution to this as well. Just find my way back here. So this is Gulu Mulu. Gulu Xing was my Chinese name when I was teaching over there. Basically, this is 5 years of teaching materials. It's based on teaching English as a foreign language, but it adapts to other things. They're for free. It's connected to Google Drive. You can go and download it. So if you're thinking of home educating, there are resources out there. There's a ton of free resources for teachers. Teachers tend to share for free because they tend to be in a hurry and they tend to want things. We have about 15 minutes notice, we go online and we need a lesson plan now. So there's plenty out there if you want to do it yourself. And we're coming up we're in September now. So if you're thinking of pulling your kids out of school this year, do it, because there's absolutely no point in them going. There's nothing there they're going to be told that's going to do them any good whatsoever. And none of it's going to be the truth. Okay, so this is something I want to draw your attention to. This is Adventure. This is a new initiative, I think, started in Gloucester. This says Myrtle Beach. Oh dear. Oh, this can't be the one. Hold on. This is the Facebook group I'm talking about. You can find it, Adventure. Very small at the moment, but get in at the start. It's always the best way in anyway, So they're doing something. They are trying to find or collectively find resources so that you can teach your kids without putting them through the education system, because there really is no point. Okay, so what else can we do? Yeah, I've got a few projects on the go. What I really want to mention is nothing else really. I've covered it. So basically, that's the message today. Find a way to remove yourself from all of the thieves, everyone who's trying to monopolize, everyone who's trying to lie to you, enslave you, ultimately kill you, and replace these yourselves. Yeah, so, I mean, we've got a long way to go until we can work our way up to utilities, but stop paying taxes. Find an alternative, find an in-community way to shop. There is something else I need to mention. This is Kernel 1 community. This was set up in Cornwall by a guy called Steve Northey. What he's trying to do, and what he's done very well with so far, is build a community online. This is an alternative to Facebook. This is an alternative to YouTube. This is an alternative to all the marketplaces you're looking at. It's got everything here. It's built for the freedom community, and it's built for everybody who's trying to basically find a way out of all of this garbage that we're forced to deal with. As you can see, there's an activity page, there's members groups. You can start your own group here. There's a blog, there's forums, there's this directory. Now this is incredibly useful, in the process of growing at the moment, but you can come here, you can get your own account, you can advertise your own group, and as you can see, there's already all the stand in the parks are here, the Light newspaper UK column, there's a farmers market, there's a lot of people who are making colloidal silver, yeah, a lot of these health devices which are quite popular, and there's health pages. I'm in the process of putting all of my groups over here as well, and the community's building. Basically, that's what I want to say. If we can wean ourselves off groups like Facebook, groups like YouTube, definitely never use Google, avoid Microsoft, avoid LinkedIn, avoid all of the big, there's a job page here too, we can replace all of the things that we rely on and all of the things that are abusing us, misdirecting our data, stealing our data, and we can do these things ourselves. It will take a while to work up to the bigger things, but we have already started rebuilding the education system, the health system, the marketplace in general. So shop within your local group, advertise within your local group, and yeah, no reason you can't sell outside, but you buy inside. So that's the message today. Finally, what I'm looking for from all of you is get onto 10 billion states here. The final aim of 10 billion states, of course, cessation from our nation states. We form our own states, our own individual sovereign states, and we collectivize through them. Now, some people call this anarchist syndicalism. Well, bit of a hefty name, but there's nothing wrong with it. We get what you're saying, and we're all in favor of it. Okay, quick word from my sponsors. I'm trading under two businesses at the moment. Very small scale, only just started. But if you want to help me out personally, you can come to Rufus Records, buy some vinyl, or you can go to Rollover and buy some wheels. Also, of course, I've still got a t-shirt place somewhere, but I'll be updating that. I'm looking for a new partnership soon. Oh, and also a new partnership for the TV channel soon. All right, I'll keep you posted. Boycott, get out. And yeah,